Well, hello the new. It's only me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Studio B here in the Giggle Mill in Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK. Studio B, as will be obvious to you, is the most technologically advanced studio on the planet, and of course has to have the most technologically perfect resident engineer, which we have, and that is none other than that very sweet chap Adolf Apfelstrudel from Berchtesgaden in Bavaria. Adolf, who by nature is a very strict disciplinarian, he refuses me any more than a measly 12 digital megaburgers per broadcast, which means I don't have time to let you see and hear my world-famous rendition of Nessun Dorma. In addition, during the WAR, Adolf was gruesomely wounded, appalling, on the Russian front, and on the back too. And he steadfastly refuses to appear on camera because he said not only does it frighten the kids, but he gets visits from the police in the middle of the night, kind of thing. So, but just now and again I can persuade him to wave to you, and it's such a big thrill and worth waiting for. And he's just walked in, and I can tell he's been to the pub again because he's swaying a bit, you know, which means he's been on the you-know-what, and he spent most of his time and money in there, I think. So I'll just ask him, now Adolf, any chance you might wave? Well, he's heard me. That means he's thinking about it. What do you think, Adolf? Is there any chance that the audience might... He said he's had a skinful. He said he's feeling a bit horsey. So he said there's no chance. So we'll proceed to our little tale of woe. That'll be 3 o'clock. It's these oats, you know, they keep you as regular as a clock. And in our little tale of woe today, it concerns 3 sisters who were, they were tall girls. None of them was less than 6'4", so when they were in the room, you couldn't miss them, kind of thing. And they all had big feet. There was Jane, the youngest, Mary, and Fanny. Jane and Mary took size 15s. But Fanny took size 17, so you can imagine you wouldn't want her to kick you in the whatnots, you know. So one day the 3 of them were in town, and they were feeling a bit thirsty, and so they popped into a bar to have 3 martinis. So they all sat down, and Fanny, being the oldest and the one who had the money, went to buy the 3 martinis. While she's away, 2 guys walk in who are on the make, on the pull, or, you know, looking for talent kind of thing. And when they see these 2 tall sisters, because these were tall guys, they decided these are the ones, so over they go and they start chatting them up. And while they're chatting, and they were getting on very well, one of them happens to look under the table and he says, "Good Lord above, look at the size of your feet," he said. "Why, they're bigger than ours." So the youngest looks at him and she said, "If you think our feet are big, wait till you see our Fanny's." Thank you, and good night, folks.